Gold Standard Radio Network, an emergency live video as the crypto price has been pumping. And we wanted to bring you, as an emergency sirens continue to go off in the background, we'll cut those off here at lunchtime, 12:17. 12:17 in the afternoon here. We got about 10 minutes before I got a meeting to go to. But we wanted to show you something that we were talking about with war. And this is a common theme. When other countries in the Middle East, in my lifetime, talk about or try or do or start to go off the dollar standard for what they use to pay, bad things happen to them within a short... Where's that at? Come on. On. Let's scroll back. Sorry, I'm trying to do all this on the fly. He was trying to move off the, in 2000, move Iraq switched to the UN oil for food, oil sales, pricing for US dollars to euros. The US didn't like that, and quickly after that, they invaded and they killed them, right? So coincidence? I think not, right? And then they'll give you a bunch of justifications and nonsense lies. They have weapons of mass destruction that 3 decades later we still haven't found. Leader Muammar Gaddafi, do you remember him? Dollar move. Advocated for a Pan-African currency and gold-backed denier for African trade. Outcome, NATO-backed intervention during Arab Spring. Gaddafi killed rebel forces in 2011. Coincidence? I think not. Iran, leader involved in U.S. strike. Solomon, not head of state. Blah, 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 blah. Dollar move. Iran had reportedly sought to bypass the dollar in oil trade to sanction using euros, yen, and barter. Outcome, heavy sanctions. Solomon killed in 2020 during drone strike. Coincidence? Too many, I think not. Syria leader, Bashar al-Assad. Dollar move. Syria had operated outside U.S. dollar dominance since sanctions and alliance with Russia, Iran. Outcome, U.S. involvement in Syria's civil war. Assad remained in power. But I believe he's dead now. I thought he died. So maybe that's one they didn't kill. But coincidences? I think not. And look what just happened with Iran, with their superior leader. He was talking about doing something with their own currency to try to get off the dollar for stuff. And how'd that work out for him? So these are just in my lifetime, what I've noticed. You try to get, if you're a Middle Eastern country and you try to get off dollars for payment, it's not going to end well for you. Somehow, some way, something is going to happen to you, right? So the Bitcoin, though, we finally had some. Before I let you go here, I got about 8 minutes left. Then I got a meeting that I forgot about. But you can see here, the Bitcoin price did actually have a nice pump. Finally, I was waiting for it all night. And this morning, if we zoom in to because it happened very, very quickly, we'll zoom into the 4-hour time frame. You can see right there, just after the market opened, the gold market, the silver market, and the oil market settled back, and the silver market had a big sell-off because I think we're in a spot where you should be selling off in silver. Bitcoin had another rally and got back above, at least right now, that critical 200-day moving average in the weekly time frame, and that's what you need to stay above in the Bitcoin price. If you drop below that in the Bitcoin price, the bearishness happens, and this is the same thing we've been watching for several weeks, ever since early February, about a month ago, February 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, when you had that big capitulation to the downside, local capitulation to the downside. And our upside potential is up there at the 100-day moving average in the short term, if you can sustain above the 200 in the weekly, because that is the 100-day moving average in the weekly time frame, right? So it's still the same TA that we've been looking at. I don't know why it does that when it hits there. The XRP is the same thing. We had a nice pump too. You can see we're sitting just below. We hit on the pump this morning, the 200-day. We're sitting at about $1.41. If we can get above that $1.41, we can make a legitimate run up to $1.85, which is the 100-day moving average in the weekly time frame. But we have to sustain above, which we failed to do the same pattern. You can see all these coins are in the same pattern since early February, the same time frame, the same price dump, the same consolidation sideways, and the same roughly point in the pattern as everything else. So that's what we're looking at. Same thing. If I go to XLM, the price will be a different price, but the pattern will look eerily similar, if not the same. And you can see what we're looking at. Same exact thing. So we're trying to do the same exact thing here. We bounced off that repeated 14.5 cents. We're going to try to continue to go above that 14.5 cents. Hit the bell notification, comment down below. You'll notice I have links down below for books and stuff that I read, and I think maybe you should read. And if you want to read it, go ahead and purchase it down below. It helps support the channel, right? But I only put things down there like Mike Maloney's book, you'll see some Robert Kiyosaki stuff down there, Peter Schiff stuff down there, some crypto or scam stuff to give you a different point of view or how to spot scams in crypto, Dave Ramsey stuff that I read and do and implement in my life about living below my means, staying out of debt, and investing, right? So you'll see those. If any of those interest you, I would highly recommend that you read them. They are all things that I have read. Those will be the only things that are down there, things that I use or things that I've read that have helped me in my journey, right? And I think it would help you in your journey. And if we go into here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. We'll get off of that. Oh, that actually turned sideways now. I like that. It's a nice update. So we'll go into here. We'll go into my videos. Or now it'll stop working and we can't do it. I don't know what's going on there. We'll turn it back this way, the way I know how to operate this thing. So if we click into one of my videos now, we'll mute that and you'll see below. You won't see below that way. You see below there, these are all books that I've read. Gold and silver book, Crypto's a Scam, Let Them Eat Crypto, Crypto Security. I put some of those just to give you a different point of view on crypto. But Gold and Silver by Mike Maloney, the first 3 books there, highly recommend that you get. And you'll notice they're in all these captions. There will be some of the same, but some different ones about books you should be reading. Gold Buying for Beginners, Mike Maloney's book, and you can see they're cheap. One of the books are $8.99. Another one, Mike Maloney's, $24.95. Gold and Silver. I highly, highly recommend that you buy that. It's life-changing. I would buy that. I did buy that. I would read it. I did read it, right? I would highly, highly recommend that you buy some of those books. They are all things that help me go from broke, poor, no matter my income of overspending and not having any money, to all of a sudden starting to slowly learn as I read and listened to these people and absorb some knowledge and started to slowly spend less, make more, save and invest more. And over time, I started to have money. And now you wake up a decade later and I built some sizable wealth for myself to where I can go buy groceries and live and not have to worry about paying for a light bill, right? You know what I'm saying? So read some of those books. Stick with the gold standard. I got to get in here to this meeting. I'm going to have to let you go. This was an emergency live broadcast. Peace and love.